Hey, how you doing? Let me get some lighting for you. My name's Dennis. I am the one who developed the weight loss program. And if you're interested in my program, there is the website right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's loseweightforlife.com. I developed this for a reason. I try to lose weight the other way, the way that the weight loss industry wants me to lose weight. They want me to lose weight by counting calories. They want me to lose weight by going to classes, do the point system, or mail order food. Um, it all costs tons of money, and it takes a lot of time. And you don't, when you're heavy, you don't have that kind of time. You want to get it done and get it done now. I'm tired of looking at myself in the mirror. I know. I got tired of listening to my friends joke, tease, think it's funny that I'm overweight. Um, you don't see me laughing about it. It's a I don't want to say it's a disease, but it's pretty close up there. It's a problem that a lot of people have, and they try to solve it by listening to so-called experts that they advertise on television. I have learned over the years, I'm not young anymore, I'm 72. I have learned over the years that what they pitch on TV is exactly what it is. It's a pitch. It doesn't mean anything. It's pretty much a lie. They take the truth and they kind of twist it and stretch it, and they make it sound as if what they're telling you is gospel. Well, I've been studying marketing for a long time, and it's all BS. It's all BS. They like to change words around, and so when they're telling you things on TV, don't believe everything you hear, especially when it comes to weight loss. I'm into weight loss now because I needed to lose weight, and they failed me, and they didn't have an answer for me. Well, all of a sudden they come out with the new answers. Oh, you want to lose weight? I got the way for you to do it. All you got to do is spend money. Take some drugs, being a pill or an injection, and you lose all your weight. Does that work? Yes, it does work to a point. Some people it doesn't, but most people it does. But the problem with that is, and I know I was on that pill, it creates all kinds of havoc with your body. Side effects, people. When they pitch these drugs on TV, look at the side effects. Now it's a standing joke with all my friends and family. The side effects that they're pitching on TV with these drugs are horrendous. And we're thinking the side effects are worse than what you're trying to solve. Well, that's the problem with drugs. There's no good drugs out there because they have side effects. Some side effects are more severe than others. I take a baby aspirin. The side effect of a baby aspirin is I bruise so damn easily, it's unbelievable. Older people, you see that all the time. They walk around with these big old blue red bruises, and it's all because if you hit your arm, you got a bruise. Side effect. I take a B12. Side effect. I take that back. It doesn't really. Well, it has a minor. It turns your urine yellow. Big freaking deal. But weight loss, huge, huge side effects. The pill that I was on, I lost all. No. I lost my muscle tone. Of course, I didn't lose all my muscle tone because I'd just be a blob on the floor. I lost my muscle tone. I was getting weaker and weaker. I fell twice. Because my legs weren't holding me. My knee was giving up. My left knee was giving up. And I'm going, what is going on here? I no longer felt safe walking around the other side of the house to put birdseed in the feeder because it's uneven ground. Seriously, my wife was telling me I wasn't walking anymore. I was shuffling. Like an old man shuffling, just my granddaughter rides horses. I missed one of her events because I felt so weak. I could not walk the distance I needed to walk just to watch her ride. It was unbelievable. I felt so weak. I didn't, I go, there's something wrong here, people. There's something wrong. Well, I started looking into it. It's one of the side effects. Well, oh, by the way, total constipation, where it would be 6 days before I could actually, well, I never did go to the bathroom. I had to take big time laxatives to go every 6 days, week after week after week, and never ended. Huge problems. So I take myself off this pill. What happens after I take myself off it? Well, it took a while, but now my bathroom habits started coming back to normal, but it took months for that to happen. I've been off those pills for maybe 8 months now, and now I'm pretty much back to normal. But it took that long to do that. The strength in my body, my muscles, I've been working out my muscles. I no longer fear walking around the house. I no longer fear walking long distance. Before I didn't even have balance. I got balance back. I'm back where I was before. Muscles, I'm still working on that, but I still feel great. I felt like crap on the pill. Excuse me. So the pill is not the answer, people. And that was low dose. That was low dosage. The dose they gave you, they start you off as low because that keeps the price low. And then they keep it increase it. Well, they increase the dose, they increase the money. Insurance will have nothing to do with you. Insurance ain't paying for it. So you got wise. Everybody and their brother wants to lose weight, so they go to an insurance company and say, "Oh, you got to pay for my medication." Well, they go, "We're not doing it anymore." My doctor says the same thing. It's a big sign on the side of the cabinet. Insurance isn't paying for it. We'll put it in, but they're going to reject it, and then we're not going to put it in again. So you're on your own. You're on your own. When it comes to paying for this, coming out of your pocket, not the insurance company's pocket. So the problem with the pill is, or the injections, you're paying for it every single month. And you can't stop taking it because the weight that you lost, you will gain back again. And the so-called experts are saying, in a lot of cases, you're going to gain back more than what you actually started with. Is that an option, people? You got the health risks are horrible. Google the GLP-1 health risk, the side effects. Don't take my word for it. Google it. I did. I was stunned. Now they got vision loss, some permanently. People. And you're willing to take these pills? You're willing to take this medication to wait? And now I Googled the side effects for GLP-1. I was stunned by the side effects. You can actually see it on the bottom of the commercial. There are side effects, and there's more. They just didn't put them all in there. They probably don't have enough room to put them all in there. And then I Googled the lawsuits they're having. As of 2026, I just checked it about a week or so ago, they had, up to that point, 4,600 lawsuits against them. Just since in 2026. Why? Because people are finding out this is not the way to go. So forget about the drugs. You don't want the drugs. If you can't afford it financially, you can't afford it, with your health. And it doesn't teach you to lose weight. It loses the weight for you, but then you can't never stop it. And that's what it is. They want you to be a customer for life. Well, good luck on that one. So this is my point. I had a problem. What do I do? What does somebody do who is overweight? What do you do? You can't keep on counting calories. You can't keep on walking around starving all the time. Weight loss plans all fail because of one reason. You're hungry. You can't walk around hungry the rest of your life and go, well, at least I'm thin. You can't do that because you're starving, people. And that causes another problem. So all weight loss programs fail because of hunger. Mine allows you to eat. You don't eat a lot, but allows you to eat. You eat half what you normally eat. And you're gaining weight because you're eating too much. Okay? So if you eat half of what you normally ate, wouldn't you lose weight? In my case, I lost 115 pounds. I feel great. My muscle tone is coming back. I can walk. I'm not unstable anymore. I'm not leaning to one side. I think I'm pretty much back where I think I should be. I'm still working on my muscles. So why do you even consider going down medication? You don't need it. My program allows you to eat. You eat less than half of what you normally ate, which is fine. You weren't, our bodies weren't made to stuff them and stuff them and stuff it until you puke. How many times, and I've done this 1,000 times, how many times have you gone to a restaurant? Oh, this is great. You eat, and the bread. I love the bread. Eat the bread. And then I get up and go, oh, I shouldn't have done that. You feel like crap for a couple of hours because you overate. Well, you're not going to feel that because we always overeat because food's good and you have room for it. But when your brain says, hey, stomach is full, stop feeding me, you need to listen to the brain. Now, my program has one step only. It's the simplest thing in the world. I can't tell you what it is. If I told you what it is, you wouldn't be buying my program. But it's one step that you have to do. And that's it. And then when the brain says, yo, stomach is full, stop feeding me, then you need to listen. Excuse me. Then you need to listen to your stomach, listen to your brain going, okay, we're full. But you eat less than half, I would say about half of what you normally ate, and you're happy. You take a lot of food home from the restaurant, doggy bags, and you not walk around stuffed. And you look in the mirror and going, finally. I have a story for you. I was heavy. I had this big shower towel. And when I was at my heaviest, I couldn't wrap that towel all the way around me. Couldn't do it. I had to hold it with my hand, my 2 fingers. And a lot of times you just had to hold it with my hand because, when I walked into the bedroom. And as I was losing weight, and I really didn't realize it until I actually got out of the shower one night and took the towel and wrapped it around me, and I was able to tuck it in. I go, whoa. I was able to tuck my towel in. I'm losing weight. I don't have a scale in my house. So I had to wait till I got a place that had a scale, friend's house, or whatever, the doctor's office. I started losing weight big time. I'm going, this is great. It went all the way down to, I ended up at 185 pounds from 300 plus. I go, whoa. But then I got too thin. I'm 5'11". 185 pounds is a little light. I weighed 175 in high school, which is just a couple of weeks ago. I weighed 10 more pounds than I did in high school. Not good. My wife says, no. You lost too much weight. And I totally agree. I lost too much weight. I actually had to put weight on, which we all know that's easy to do. So I put weight on. I'm at 200, which is perfect for my height. I feel great. I'm maintaining it. It's easy to maintain. Now you know how to lose weight. That's the whole point. You gain weight, you will lose weight because you know how, because you got the program. There's no drugs, there's no powders, there's no drops, there's no counting calories, there's no nothing. And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't even go to the gym. I probably should have gone to the gym. If I had gone to the gym and did a walking program, which I couldn't do because my muscles weren't, strong enough for that, I probably would have lost a lot more weight quicker. So that's what I want to talk about. This program is safe. Actually, it was studied by Johns Hopkins University. Doesn't get any better than that, people. So I'll give you another example. I love pizza. I married a Sicilian. We have pizza a lot. She makes her own pizza. I would have 5-6 slices of pizza. That was my normal feed from pizza. Well, that's probably why I weighed 300 pounds. Now, 2 slices. That's all I have. That's all the room I have for food. It's 2 slices. When I have a hamburger, or I make hamburgers at home, I don't do the bun. I just do the meat because I don't have room for the bun and the meat. What happens and I don't know how this happens. What happens in the stomach, I don't know if it shrinks. I have no idea. But after a while, and I don't even know how long a while is, but after a while, your stomach doesn't require that much, even off the plane. Well, let's just assume you lost all your unwanted weight, as I did. You lost, so you don't need to do that one thing you have to do. So after you get done taking, the program, and you reach your desired weight, you realize that you don't need to put that much food in because for some reason the stomach isn't expanding and it can only hold so much. So I don't know if it shrinks after a while to a certain point. I think what happened when we were younger and we kept on feeding ourselves food, French fries and fried chicken and hamburgers, my favorites. I think our stomachs expanded a little bit. And so therefore, when it expanded, they had to put more in it to feel full. But after a while, after this program, I think it shrinks back down, but you're not putting a whole lot in it. So it just kind of shrinks back down and it stays there. So when you do go out and eat, you just don't have a whole lot of room for food because you're not hungry. So and that's what I found out with me. I don't need to have all that food in there. Plus, you listen to your brain. And it takes like 15, 20 minutes. I think it's more like 20 minutes for your brain to get the signal from your stomach. I learned this because I've been studying this thing for quite a while. Your stomach expands. And when it expands to a certain point, it sends signals to the brain. And the brain says, okay, fine, we're full, stop. But it takes like 20 minutes for that to happen. So you have to, that's why you always heard throughout your whole life, eat slow, give your brain some time to realize that the stomach is full. So, but that's interesting. So, but after a while, you don't have that big stomach. It just kind of falls back down to where probably it should be. And you just don't need to put that much food in. Now, every once in a while, you get a splurge. Who doesn't? Bread. But I have never, ever had that feeling when I left the table, especially when I go out for dinner. I have never had that feeling like, oh, I'm stuffed. I can't mew. And then you're miserable for a couple of hours, right? You're just full. I haven't had that in so long because I know now that once I reach a certain point, done. Take that crap home. Put it in a doggy bag. We'll take it home with us. So that's what I want to tell you about. My program is, to me, it's perfect. The weight loss industry doesn't want you to know about this because they want, it's an industry. They make money on selling you a product. They're selling you on like Weight Watchers. They're selling you on going to classes and eating certain foods. You're allowed so many points per day. Basically, they got you starving. How long can you keep on doing that? Jenny Craig, the same damn way. They got you eating small amount. How long can you keep on doing that? How long can you keep on weighing your food? Well, how long can you look at the calorie count? Oh, I can only eat 800 calories today. You're walking around starving, people. How long can you keep on doing that before you go, BS, I can't do this anymore? That's why this works. Because I love to eat. I was in the construction industry. My lunches, and I ain't lying, my lunches every day, Arby's, Burger King, McDonald's, French fries, fried chicken, pizza. That was my lunch. Subs sometimes. That was my lunch every single day, 5 days a week for 40 years. But, after I got a little bit older and I wasn't moved around as much as I used to, you start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then we had the pandemic, and we all put weight on the pandemic because nobody's leaving home. It creeps up on you slowly, and it definitely disappears very slowly. But they want you to believe that all these programs will help you. They don't help you. They don't help you at all. They help them because they made them richer. Do you ever notice why Weight Watchers was going broke? They filed bankruptcy. It's because people stopped using their product because they go into the pill. They had the magic bullet. Now you can go ahead and buy the magic bullet and you can lose all your weight. You can't lose your weight, people, when you're dying. When you lose your muscle tone or you're losing your sight or whatever health side effects they may have. It doesn't work that way, people. This is natural. There's no side effects. You lose weight. The only side effect you're going to have is you got to go out and buy new clothes. That's it. I believe in this thing. I put a lot of time into this because I believe that the people out there need it. And they can't afford to be on medications, health-wise and financially-wise. They can't afford it. So do yourself a favor, try this, and let me know how well you like it. And I'm looking forward to listening to you or hearing from you. You take care. And before I go, when you do order this and you do lose your weight, you can say thank you. And then ahead of time, I'm going to say, you're welcome.